so today is Saturday and it is like another really warm day. I haven't really been outside yet because I was up super early and I did like a little workout this morning. I do need to do my nails, so please ignore that. And I tuned into the live show coffee morning thing on Instagram with Book Roast, so I love that. Misty is here, by the way, and we're doing another 24-hour readathon today, which I'm really pleased about. So I'm feeling a little bit better today than I was the last 24-hour readathon, so I mean that's always a good start. So I'm going to just show you what I plan on reading. I don't really know what I plan on reading, but yeah, so hopefully it's going to be a productive day. Okay, so I came up with like a little game / activity thing that I could do like every day or every second day or every week, whatever. So like I do want to get into writing a lot more, so I've got these story cubes and they're mystery ones, so I roll them all and I have to make a story using all of these cubes, and then I could like share the story at the end of the day, you know, write it outside, do that kind of thing. So I'm gonna see how it goes today, but like I don't know if this is even gonna work. Okay guys, now I finally get to show you what I'm going to be reading for the Magical All-Nighter. I'm so glad we're doing another one because I wasn't able to vlog the last time because I was sick. So hopefully I'm going to be able to vlog this one, and I'm just going to show you what I hope to read. And I'm not really sure what I want to read right now, but I have a TBR in place, so I mean if I get that done, that's amazing. So okay, so I think the main book on this TBR is The Beautiful by Readathon because I desperately need to finish this. I've got about 250 pages left and I just need to get this done. So I'm going to work on this like as soon as possible. This is for Arithmancy, by the way, a book outside your normal genre because I never really read any paranormal or vampire kind of stories. So that is for that prompt. Then for Read a Book at Night, I actually changed my prompt, I think, because I was going to read We Are the Beaker Girls by Jacqueline Wilson, but I wasn't really enjoying that one. So I instead decided to pick up A Pinch of Magic by Michelle Harrison, and I'm so excited to read this. So once I finish The Beautiful, hopefully I can move on to this tonight, or even if I don't finish The Beautiful, I'm still going to read this tonight. This is for astronomy, by the way. It's currently like 1 p.m. and the readathon's starting at 2 p.m. So I've got about an hour now to do something. I might get a snack, get a coffee, get ready. I need to do my nails today. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm so excited. So I think this is going to be a separate video from my reading blog for the week, but I'm not certain, so we'll see. Okay guys, so the 24-hour readathon started about half an hour ago and I'm starting with The Beautiful. I'm trying to just get this completely out of the way, and then at about 9 p.m. tonight, or nighttime, I'm hoping to pick up A Pinch of Magic. Actually kind of cold outside, so I don't think I'm going to read outside for long because I thought it was really hot, but it isn't. Okay, it is now 4:15 and I have just reached page 317, so I'm doing really well. I took a break, I watched some videos. I watched Eden's new vlog, love Eden, and yeah, so now I'm gonna get back to reading. I can definitely finish this before tonight. So yeah, I'm liking it a little bit more. It is getting a little bit more interesting, but still like nothing has happened. This could be like 200 pages shorter, just gonna put that out there. The one thing I will say about this book is I am actually intrigued about the love interest. There's less than 100 pages left and they haven't even like kissed. They haven't done anything. And even though it's like a slow burn and everything, I'm gonna have to wait like another year for the second book. So, I mean, if I don't get a little bit of romance before the end of this book, I'll be a little bit disappointed. But I mean, I guess it just kind of adds to the whole book. Just after 9 p.m. and at 9 p.m. I think it's every Saturday night, but today was the first one, we light lights outside and we like, you know, celebrate and thank the frontline workers and all of the key workers that are still working and saving lives. So we did that, and a house across the road put up their Christmas lights. We just brought out like lots of torches and lanterns and stuff like that, which was so fun. So now I'm gonna get back to reading. My mum is still outside talking with the neighbours from a distance, obviously. But yeah, it's so sweet like how communities come together, and a couple of other families just had like a candle in the window or something like that, but we have a cat so we cannot put a candle in the window. But yeah, my hair is a mess, but I only have like 30 pages left of The Beautiful, and my thoughts are definitely a lot higher on this book right now, but it's still like sitting on like a 4-star, but a good 4-star, if you get what I mean. Okay, so there's just under 17 hours left of the readathon, about 16 and a half. I set like a timer thing. Okay, so as I was saying before, like the phone rang. So the love interest, I don't know whether to say his name, but like the love interest, if you've read this, you know, I went from really loving him, thinking, oh, this is really intriguing, to then thinking he did something really, really bad and hating him. And now I'm back to loving him again. But there's also like a potential love interest, like he loves her, but she just doesn't like him at all because she's in love with the other guy. But like, I don't know how I feel about love triangles, because like the last one that I remember properly reading, I'm sure there's more, but like the one that I clearly remember is the one in the Shatter Me series. And like when I read that, I wasn't that versed in the book world. Like I hadn't got a booktube, I hadn't got anything like that. So I did kind of enjoy it a little bit, but obviously there was someone that I was pulling for, and I don't know what like jealousy is gonna make the other guy do, so we'll see. But yeah, I kind of like them both, but obviously I prefer one of them, and obviously want him to like win, if you call it that. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm just talking for way too much, but sometimes when I start talking, I don't want to stop, and I love talking, so I'm just going to shut up and only come back to you when I have another reading update. Okay, so I've just reached the last like section. If I didn't show you earlier, I set like little sections after every 2 chapters to help me get through it a little bit quicker, because it like narrowed it down. So I've reached the last section. I've literally got like this much left, like 20 pages. There's some things coming up now that were never mentioned in like the story at all, which I guess is just like setting it up for the next book. But I mean, in the 400 pages that basically nothing has happened, I would have appreciated some details and some information that we're finding out with 20 pages to go. Like, I'm sorry, but that to me doesn't seem like the best thing. This is the first book in a while that I haven't absolutely loved, because I usually DNF books that I'm not absolutely loving. But you see, I am loving this, but there's a lot of problems with this as well. Like, I don't even know how I feel right now. I'm gonna try finish it and then like put all my thoughts together and tell you. What? This doesn't even make sense. Like, okay, at first I was like, wow, that's a plot twist and a half, and then I was like, is it? Because we actually knew nothing about this character, so is it a plot twist? It's obviously a plot twist, but I feel like it was meant to be a little bit more. Okay guys, I finished it. I finished the book. I finished the beautiful all 425 pages of it. I hated that ending. Like, that was the worst possible ending that could have happened. I'm sorry. I just dropped the book. That was a horrible ending. Okay, I'm gonna just say something like spoilery for like 2 seconds. So I'm gonna put an emoji here, and when the emoji disappears, it means that there's no more spoilers. So like that epilogue, when it says like first there was nothing, then there was everything, does that mean she remembers? Or does that mean like that she's falling in love with Michael? Like, what the fuck? I hated that ending so much, because any feelings that she has for Michael now, she did not have. So it's fake, because she just doesn't remember. Missy's there. Oh, look at her. She just like slept, and I know I have like so much stuff on my bed. That was a horrible ending. I'm so disappointed. This was going so well. At the start I was like, yeah, I love this. Then I was like, no, I don't love this. And then towards the end I was like, yeah, I love this. And then the ending, and I'm like, I hated that so much. What even was that? I'm sorry. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I'm so confused by it. I'm so angered by it. I hate when things like that happen. I don't even know how to feel right now. I don't know what to rate it. I was gonna go for a 4-star, because overall my enjoyment of the book is great, but that ending just like dropped it straight down. That was awful. But I probably will pick up book number 2, because I want to see what the fuck it meant. So let's see. Okay, so I said I was going to be reading A Pinch of Magic, but I'm not. I changed my mind completely. I am continuing with We Are the Beaker Girls by Jacqueline Wilson because I'll be really disappointed in myself if I don't actually stick to my TBR, because I've been doing so good sticking to my TBR this month. Like, literally watch me change that, but like literally every book that I've read has been on my TBR. So if I get this done, then I can probably read like a treat book, like one that I actually want to read, not to do with owls. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. I got the audiobook for this because I was really struggling to get through it physically, and I think I've identified what the problem is, apart from it being a children's book. And I know like that doesn't mean anything because I love reading middle grade books and everything, so it's not actually that. But I think it's that most of this is like it's telling you what's happening instead of like showing you, and a lot of it is like speech, direct speech, and like when you're reading it, you're reading like a conversation, even though it's not written in like conversation or verse or anything, but like it's not like descriptive enough for me, I feel like, even though her descriptions like of like shopping, food, everything, they have always been my favorite, and I will always continue to read and love Jacqueline Wilson's books because she was such a huge impact in my childhood. So always love it, but still just like that kind of not loving her books as much as I did years ago. But yeah, I'm not feeling too, I actually genuinely don't even know what time it is, but like I'm not feeling too tired, so hopefully I can get this book done tonight and then start a new one in the morning, because I also have a 24-hour readathon starting tomorrow night with Chloe from Books with Chloe, Jamie from Leo Reads, and Caitlin from Kate Literature, of like how many Harry Potter books can you read in one day. So they're really not on my TBR. Well, they kind of are, but they're not. So yeah, let's just get reading. It's 10:30, by the way. I just checked. It's 10:30. It's not that late, but I do have to kind of tidy up my room and get like ready for bed and stuff. So I'm gonna listen to the audiobook while I read that. There's like 4.5 hours left or something, but I'm listening to it on 2 times speed. So like I don't think I'm gonna finish it tonight, but if I don't finish it tonight, I will be finishing it first thing in the morning. Okay, it is now 11:45, and I'm sorry about the bad lighting, but obviously like my lights are off. So I've been reading We Are the Beaker Girls on audiobook because I couldn't get into it physically. The audiobook is quite good, like it does have a very good story to it. I was gonna finish it tonight, but honestly I don't think I can. I got through so much of it. I'm on page like 220 now, probably even further, because I'm halfway through chapter 11, but I'm so tired, so I think I'm gonna go to sleep. And I was gonna say I'll finish it in the morning, but this is for the read a book at night prompt, but it's read the majority of a book at night, and I did read like over 200 pages at night, so there's only like an hour left. Technically I could finish it in the morning, but we'll see how I feel, because once I finish this I really don't know what book I'm going to be picking up next, so that's really exciting. I don't know whether to pick up like a book, say after this, I don't know whether to pick up a book that I will have finished by tomorrow, or pick up a book, get some read, and just aim to enjoy it rather than like finish it, because I've got my Harry Potter readathon on Monday. So that is all decisions for the morning. I don't know if I'm even going to watch BookTube right now because I'm really tired, but I love you all and I will talk to you in the morning. Okay, hello, it is the next day and the readathon has officially finished, and I just thought I would like wrap up this video and tell you like what I read, what I thought, etc. So I woke up this morning at about like after 9 a.m. and I was like, I had all the intention to read. There was still like 4 hours left of the readathon, and then I was like, but no. So I actually spent all morning editing last week's reading vlog, the 24-hour readathon vlog, so this is the last clip that needs to go in, and then yeah, so that is kind of it. I was gonna pick up, and I did pick up Furyborn by Claire Legrand this morning. This isn't on my TBR, but I actually just really fancied reading it because it seems like a typical fantasy, but I actually didn't read past like page 9. So yeah, I didn't read much of that. So I read 9 pages of that, but I'm not really counting that for this readathon because I finished it. I read those 9 pages after 2 p.m. So yeah. So I just thought I would update you what I read. So I finished The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh yesterday. This book has been a thorn in my side for like the past 2 weeks, so I'm so glad I finally managed to finish it. I started on page 135 and I finished it on page 425, so I read 290 pages of that, which I'm really happy with, which is like over half of the book, so I'm super happy. Overall I think I'm gonna give this like 3.5 stars, or or 3 stars, because I loved it at the start, didn't love it, did love it, then the ending just was the most ridiculous thing in this world. I probably will be picking up the sequel just because I want to see what that ending means, because maybe I just misinterpreted it wrong, but like the way I interpret it is like everything that we've built up in this book is just going to be like restarted over in the next one, because she's not going to like remember anything that happened in this one. So that's very frustrating considering that it was already a pretty slow burn. But yeah, that is kind of what I think of that one. Then I next picked up We Are the Beaker Girls by Jacqueline Wilson, and I didn't manage to finish this one, but I did manage to read a decent chunk of it last night before bed. So I'm listening to this on audiobook, and this had to be read at night, so I was going to finish it this morning, and I was like, no, because then it's actually cheating. And I said it's better to wait until tonight to finish it than cheating and finishing it in the morning. Okay, so I started on page 67 of this and I finished on page 217. So I read 150 pages of this, which I'm really happy about. I got through it a lot quicker on the audiobook, so there should be no problem finishing the last hour of it tonight. So yeah, that is all that I managed to read for this readathon. I didn't read a super huge amount, but I did like finish one prompt, and then also like I'm very close to finishing another, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you very much for watching. Oh yeah, in total I managed to read 440 pages, which I'm pretty happy with. Yeah, so I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again in my next one. Hit like and subscribe if you want to. Leave a comment down below what you're currently reading or what you thought of this video, and I will talk to you again very soon.